running a quick test of the conferencing tool inside of the Schoology courses. That's known as the big blue button. So I'm going to be joining this recording. And I have to allow access to my microphone and then check my echo test, which is good and I can hear it. So now I'm waiting for someone to join me in the conference. So I am waiting for someone to join here. And you'll see a lot of things when you see it on the screen. So first I'll show you the bottom where my microphone is. Here's my controls here. I can mute myself. I can also leave the audio. I can turn on my video and share my webcam if you'd like to see me or I would like you to see me do something. And then there's also sharing my screen, which I can share to you everything that's on my screen. The controls on the right-hand side are some tools that you could use. You can do annotation here. You can clear them all. You can turn a multi-user whiteboard if you want the students to write with you. So you can kind of get those. The tools, if you hit the hand, it gives you the ability to move things, the ability to have a pencil and write on the screen, whatever you have pulled up. It's like an overlay. So I'm going to delete those for now and clear off the annotations. I now have someone else that's in our conference. So you can see the student here is listed. When you see the student button, you'll see the little headphones there that shows that their audio is also on. By right-clicking on that person, I can also click and just look, and I can make the student the presenter. I can start a private chat with that student. I can demote the person back down to a viewer after they've presented, or I can remove them as well. I should be able to, let me try this again. If I hit Control and click my mouse pad on a Chromebook, those options come up. And if I hit the little speaker, I think I can change one more setting. Let's check. So here's where under the settings gear, I can clear all student status icons. I can mute all the users if the students are all talking. I can mute them here.
You are now muted.
So I can mute everybody that's in here. I think it's muting me as well. So I can mute the users and go back and forth and change those settings. So that's all here. Turn off the meeting mute so we can go back to all being able to communicate again. I'm muting myself down here.
Unmuted.
So it'll tell me each status as I change it. I can also lock viewers. This is a setting that a couple teachers ask about. Can I lock viewers? And yes, you can. So if you go up here, press on the gear, go to lock viewers. Here's the things that you can do for the viewers in your session. You can keep them from sharing their webcams here. You can keep them from sharing their microphones if you don't want them to talk. You can also keep them from sending public chat messages, which I'll show you where that occurs, and then private chat messages. And you can keep them from editing the shared notes area of the screen if you feel like it's a distractor. It might be an area that really helps your class, but if there's so many kids in here, it may be challenging for them to be able to edit those shared notes. And then the other option is to allow them to see the viewers on the user list or not. So you can turn all these on and off, whatever ones you feel like are most effective. I would think that you're trying to get them to engage with each other. So sharing the public chat, if that becomes an issue, you can always mute that and turn that off. If you don't really want them to share their webcam, I know that you're going into people's homes and going into areas, and they can choose to share their webcam or not. But if you think it's a distraction in the lesson, you can keep them so they're not sharing their webcams. So I'm going to apply this for now. Again, those settings are up here in the gear, so you can get that all set up. Here are my tools again showing at the bottom, over here on the right-hand side for my tools in writing. You can see my red pen. Every time I move around, it shows my red cursor right to right. I can draw in here. I can have text as well. This is the public chat down here in the bottom. So I'm going to close this out for a second. Here is where they would be writing. So if this becomes a distraction, the kids just keep writing and writing and writing and filling this up, they're really not listening to your lesson and what's happening over here on this side of the screen, then you can kind of close that over. You can close the public chat by hitting this button and bringing it right back up. If you hit it again, you can go full screen with it and get back to a public chat and open that window again. That's happening right here in the upper left. The other settings that are here is you can save these shared notes. It looks like this shared notes area is where you can type and use this together, shared notes, if you click this option. So here are shared notes, and this is where you can have the students add and type information in here. You might want to give them a task. If you have this on, you want to use it, tell the students what you want them to do here. If you have their microphones on, tell them what you want them to do with their microphones on, or you can mute and change that. I would encourage everyone to watch the tutorial videos, both on this document. I've linked the teacher instructional video and I've also linked the student video here. I think it's beneficial for you to watch both so you can see what it looks like as on both sides of this. So you can help students troubleshoot what they're doing wrong to join as well. And then here's the directions on how to get into your conference straight from your Schoology menu. Steps down through here. I'll keep editing and adding things to this. This is a live Google Doc, so if anything else comes up or helpful tips, we can add those here. So hopefully this was a quick overview of what this looks like. I still encourage you to watch the Big Blue Button training videos so you know how to use it and use even more features. I know some of you will love the breakout rooms, which is here, where you can collaborate with team members. You can try to drop the students into teams and have them work in their own chat rooms, and you can kind of jump in and check on them and see what they're coming with. Great way for collaboration. So they're not just sitting there alone doing nothing. They're actually working with each other, and then you're just checking in when you need to. So breakout rooms are a great feature for you to have inside of this tool. So learn how to use that would be great. All right. Thanks, and hopefully this helped.